Yo, 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 if I go, it's me, and my baby. And welcome to another episode of
Mary's Monday. Come on now. Yeah. Come on now, man. Yep. Thanks for tuning in tonight, man. Another episode of Mary's Mondays.
Yes.
Episode 44. Come on, man. Yes. Man, hey, look.
It's amazing.
If y'all hadn't been tuning in, y'all have been missing out, man.
Yes.
Like, really, for this month of February, you know, it was with Valentine's Day. But, man, we had shared the love of this month. Look, in 25 years, 25 years, we have never, ever celebrated how we did this month. Ever.
Right.
Ever. Valentine's. Yeah. Valentine's was just another day. But let me tell you, this month, February 2023, was like no other, man. Like no other. Yeah. And so, yeah, you've been tuning in, man. We've been talking about love letters. The first week we talked about was about communication, you know, love letters in a form of communication. We talked about how it was communication rules the nation, but it's also a form of connection through the love letters. These are, connection, yes. And then we come to part 2, which was, here we go. Oh, let me shut that little video off. There we go. Yeah. Part 2 was what makes a great love letter, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we stressed.
That was some good stuff there too.
That was like, yeah. If y'all didn't catch that episode, man, look, go back a couple weeks ago. We did that whole series, what makes a great love letter, man, and we talked about
kind of the do's and don'ts, you know, not to be fearful to write the letter, you know, because a lot of people, they think they don't know how, or they're not a good writer, you know.
Yeah.
We just, you know, you want to make sure it's coming from the heart.
Yeah. The don'ts.
Yep.
We stress this out,
Yeah.
Don't worry about how you're a good writer or not. Look, your spouse, your wife, your husband, they know that they didn't marry, that they married an author. They're not a writer, so they didn't get with them. They didn't say, "Oh, I fall in love with you because you like to write books." No, it's just as simple as, hey, remember back in junior high and high school, I can't stress it enough. I did it all this month. And I remember passing us little notes to a little crush over there, a couple rows down from where you were sitting. You write that little note and you pass it along like, hey, man, pass it to old boy over there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I just believe this whole series was kind of like how to keep the flame going, like in the intro it says, you know, how to keep it alive. Because when you're young, you have that feeling, you know, that gooey, I love you feeling, and you go throughout the years and get caught up in life, and where does it go?
Yeah.
And that's why part 3 was, why was it important? Why are love letters important? You know, why are they important? You know, just that's one of the keys to kind of keep it alive, because you could say so much in a letter from your heart, and it means so much. So, man, if you missed these 3 parts so far, man, I encourage you to go back and watch them.
Yes.
Because there's really good information. We will, touch base on a little bit of the stuff tonight. But, of course, tonight's topic is part 4.
Here we go.
Love letters can improve your relationship.
Improve your relationship. Yeah, man. It can really do those things. Look, we stressed last week about how I would put sticky notes. I was putting sticky notes everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And just for several weeks, even several weeks after the month of February, Tiffany was still finding love notes everywhere. Huh? Mm-hmm. Just post.
I have to say that just the other day, because we've been talking about it so much, I was trying to find something in my photos the other day.
Yeah.
I have pictures of those.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't even know I took pictures of all of those sticky notes. Wow, so I have like a little album full of sticky notes.
Oh, man.
So that was pretty cool to come across. When I thought that I didn't save any of them.
We could have put that in here.
I know, right? I should have.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those are the deals, man. You can actually look for real. We talked about how they would turn my day around. Hey, I'm not perfect. I get up on the wrong side of the bed.
Right.
And so she puts the little love note, the little sticky or whatever inside my little lunch bag. When I get there and I start taking my vitamins and stuff, get my day started, boom, there pops the little note. I got the little love notes right over there. Like I got bukus of them.
There.
Yeah. So who's in the chat, man? Who's in the chat? Let me know. Let me know who's in the chat, man. Come on now. Who's tapping in tonight? Oh man, you're not late at all, Millie. Thanks for showing up tonight, man.
Hello, hey, Miss Millie.
What's going on? Yeah. Now you're not. Hey, better late than never, right?
Yes,
better late than never. Yeah. And so we were just getting into a Millie tonight. That part 4 is about improving your relationship through a love letter. Mm-hmm. Through a love letter, like how? Like, look, I said it on the description of the invitation when I put it out there to Facebook, social media. Like those little love letters, they weren't 2 or 3 pages long. They were just little sticky notes. Or she ripped off a piece of paper and just kind of written.
Hey, sometimes you're in a hurry.
Hey, yeah.
Like for me, it'll drop in my spirit. Just at little times. Like I need to write this real quick and hurry up and put it in baby's bag, and then I'm trying to do it on the down low, because I don't want him to see me do it, because I want him to be surprised. So it's funny just the way I operate, but hey, it works for us. It works. It sparks something in him, and that's what I aim for. For us to keep that connection. That's what we were talking about earlier on how it's that mindful way of connection. I know you're having a rough morning, so let's just put it to it and let's nip it in the butt. Let's air up them 4 flats that he was riding on in the morning. We have this analogy. I love it. Dave says that we have an attitude. You got a flat tire attitude today. You need some help airing it up.
Yeah, that's just one tire. One flat tire can give you a bad attitude and start your day off bad. But look, sometimes, man, I get up on the wrong side of bed. I got 4 flat tires. 4 flat. And it's like, whoa, what's going on with this guy? But hey, just like she said, just in the nick of time, write it down. Look, it comes off. We're not gonna get too spiritual about it, right? But it comes out of the back of 2 and 2. We can't stress it enough. Write it down, make it plain. And the rest of it says, for those who pass by it, will pick it up. They will pick it up. And guess what? I was there in the nick of time, and I picked it up. And guess what? When I opened it, boom, it burst my bubble. It put air right back in my tires, and we're just a rolling. We're just a rolling, guys. Yeah, look, hey, this is our mission now. This is our mission now, to help encourage y'all, to strengthen y'all in every area of your lives, so y'all can thrive, not just to survive, but to thrive.
it's not about just surviving in this anymore, guys. Like we said before, too many times it's so easy just to give up nowadays. Everybody just wants to throw in the towel because something happened.
Right.
If only we can find them letters, like I said in this last episode, if only we can find some letters or some type of way of our grandparents telling us, or our great-great-grandparents telling us on how they made it through. Because they went through some stuff too. I guarantee it. And I bet you anything that they had actually, you know, they had their things too of how they got through it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure they could pass that advice on and say, hey, you know, this is what we did. We didn't say give up.
Right. Yeah.
We worked through it and we worked through it and we worked through it because marriages work.
Yes,
it's not
they do.
Bliss all the time.
It's not marital bliss all the time.
Rainbows and butterflies.
We have to grind on this thing, man. Like clocking in and clocking out. We actually got to clock in and clock out every time we face each other, through the good times as well as the bad times. Look, just going off too far a little bit, but B, what's going on, girl? You remember this stuff, man, back in high school and stuff where, hey, there was a lot of love notes. Hey, I'm encouraging you today, like I've been for the last 3 weeks, my wife and I, write that little love note. Your husband, he'll be like, it'll make him feel some type of way, man, for real. He don't like love notes. You don't know that. You don't know that just because he said, hey,
you don't know what
leave it
really
right there.
Touching.
leave it right there, B, because when he comes back around, he's gonna pick it up again and watch. It's gonna change some things. I'm telling you, it'll help improve himself. Tonight is talking about improvement through the love letters. And we can actually, because look, when we're in love, when we're in touch, when we're in sync, when we're connecting, when we're in unity, we're unified, when we're like all in. I tell you what, man, she knows how to do things to put me from here to there and there to here, like real quick, like put me in my place. If I'm having like that flat tire, hey, she knows how to air it up like real
Starts
quick.
With communication. Hey, he done communicated with his body language.
Yeah.
He's having some flat tire issues
already.
So I have to connect with him in such a way to give him that positive affirmation.
Yeah.
And we all talked about that in part 1.
Yes.
So it all goes along all together, hand in hand. You know, that communication, that connection, the positive affirmation.
Yes.
I mean,
you want to say communication rules the nation,
if
man.
You need to apologize for something. Maybe he has a flat tire because I did something wrong.
Right.
I have to put in there my little apology about it too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, babe. I
we talked
buttons about it this morning.
we talked about it. One of my love letters. Check it out. One of my love letters is the letters of apology. Let me put that up right quick. Look, check it out. Being love letters of apologizing. Love letters of apologizing, man. Those things help me out so much, guys. Look, if there's any men tuning in right now, listening, or at a later time, look, if you're not confessing it with your mouth to your loved one, to your wife, and saying, look, baby, I'm sorry. Look, Ma, I'm sorry, man. Look, I'm sorry. If you can't do that, my man, if you can't do that, look, write it down. Make it plain.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we don't want little mama over there all pissed off with us at the end of the day, trying to make us some supper, huh? She might put a little pesticide in there or something.
Put a little bit of bitterness in there.
she might make the tortilla wild or something. Yes, ma'am. Hey, man. Hey, look, my man. Look, just write it down, make it plain. Look, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I know I had a flat tire attitude this morning. Please, babe, forgive me, man. I'm gonna come home. I might surprise you. Love, Remy G. But look, too, but mine are not even writing down. 2023, we got these.
Baby has to text.
Yeah. We got these phones right here, man. And so, real quick, they were laita, like real pronto. get on there and shoot it. Hey, I'm sorry, baby. I was feeling a little wicked this morning, you know what I'm saying? But hey, appreciate the little love note. It did encourage me, man. I love you. I love you, baby. My little silverling. I call it my little silverling, man, because we made 25 years together, all in all. 15 years married, but 25 years together, all in all, being together. Yes. And we encourage y'all, man. We want to instill this into y'all guys too, because look, marriage really ain't that bad. I really need her, and she needs me. You know what I'm saying? And we need both of each other,
right?
You know, to make it through this life, man. This journey, this faith walk, this faith journey walk, however you want to say it. Yeah, that's that. That's that tapita. Appreciate it. Yeah. Amen, B. Amen. What I'm talking about, man. But check it. Let's see. Get back over here to the improvement. The next slide is.
All right. We got writing down your feelings and sharing them with your spouse keeps your relationship refreshed.
Come on.
And renewed. Let me say that again. When you share your feelings and you write them down on paper to your spouse, it keeps your relationship refreshed and renewed. Think about it, especially if you've been together for 25 years, like my husband and I.
Yeah.
You need to have that refreshment and that renewed feeling that, hey, my babe still got my back.
Yeah.
My babe's still my ride or die. My babe still loves me. My babe still feels the same way about me, maybe even more the first day.
Uh-huh.
And it also goes on to say, not only does it remind you of your feelings of them, but it also communicates that you still have the feelings for them.
Yeah.
So it does not only something for them, but for you as well.
Yeah.
Because you're reminding yourself of the way you felt when you first got together, or just the way you feel about your spouse, period.
Right.
And so when you're writing that down on paper and you're communicating that, it's coming from your heart. So when your spouse reads it, they're going to know it came from the heart, and they're going to remember those same feelings as well.
That's good.
And that's what brings the refreshment and the renewed feeling, so you can just come together in that connection again, and be like, oh man, babe, I just love you so much.
Right.
I don't know what I would do without you.
Yeah.
Those feelings, like, man,
yes.
To be able to go back to the way you felt when you first got together and have that feeling, and you just hadn't had it in a long time, and you're just like, oh, it feels so good. And I feel like we conquered that this month.
Yes.
We got that feeling back. Like, man, we didn't even know we were missing that. We were so stuck in our routine of life that we didn't even know we were missing it until we put a challenge up for ourselves.
Made the effort.
And made the effort, and we're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yes. I like what she says, keeps your relationship refreshed and renewed. 9 times out of 10, my love letters of apologizing, right? And what happens, guys, look, check me out, hear me out, guys, men, all men, check it out. When I apologize, I set it in stone, right? I send a text. The text is sent. I can't get that text back. Right? And so what happens, and hear me out, guys, what happens is that the very next time that happens, or as is happening, as that argument or the heated conversation gets heated again, or I wake up again, on the wrong side of the bed the next morning, that refreshes my memory. And how does it do it? Because I'm the one that actually put it down, took the time out of my own heart to put it down on text, press the send button, send it to her phone. She opens it, she reads it, she feels all ooey and gooey inside. She feels forgiving, okay? She opens her heart, she opens her mind, she opens herself again. She slams the walls down, she opens up the gates to forgive us, to forgive us. And it refreshes and renews me in such a way that, hey, Buster, you fixing to do this again. You fixing to do this again. And mind you, just 2 days ago, you sent that apology. The thing is, brothers and sisters, brothers, my men, look, the thing is, I don't know about you guys, but me, I don't like apologizing more than I have to. And it shouldn't take more than 2 apologies to realize, hey, man, I keep on apologizing because I'm the one that's
messing up.
I'm the one that's messing up. I'm the one that's waking up bad in the morning, waking up on the wrong side of the bed. And so, yes, I tell you, man, it's good stuff. Come on, man. Can I get amen? Hallelujah. Come on now. I see some more people tapped in. Who's here? Who's all here? Come on now. Check it out. We're moving on to they put emphasis on the reasons why you love, admire, and value your wife, your husband, your wife, your husband. They also confirm the importance of your relationship. How important is your relationship, guys? How important is your relationship? I tell you, my relationship with my wife is more important than the relationship I have with myself. We have to put it like this because, look, guys, we can get in a position where we're selfish and we want everything me, 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 me. That's loving us. We supposed to love, but we ain't talking about self. We're talking about us. And then it goes on to say, it's a sign you cherish what you have and not afraid to say it. You put it down on paper. You're writing it down.
A lot of times people are they're too afraid to share their true self, their true feelings. And how can you have a relationship with somebody that you can't share your true heart with?
Right. Yeah.
You know, why do you have to live in fear of what they're going to think about you because, say, you write that dirty letter you want to write them?
Yeah, come on now.
You know, that's just the way you want your spouse to make you feel or something, you know, or whatever the letter may be.
Yeah.
You know, or say it's, you know, a feeling of anger.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't be afraid to express yourself that way. You should be able to go to your spouse and say, hey, this bothered me today.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing right then and there because maybe we were in front of a group of people, but when you said that, it really put me down.
Right.
You know, like, just, you know, that's just different things that come up in your relationship. So always improve. You always want to improve and keep on improving yourself. So that way you can work on your relationship the right way.
I want to stress out a little bit more on the emphasis. If you take a look at the screen top left hand corner, it says they put emphasis on the reasons why you love, admire, and value them. Here again, guys, men, what if your wife is not doing it, what would happen? How would you feel if, listen to me, guys, men, listen to me. If your woman wrote you a love letter that was rated X, how would you feel? These types of letters put emphasis on the reasons why we love each other, why we admire each other, and why we value each other. There is no wrongdoing if we want to write each other a love letter explaining how we want to love, admire, and value our relationship, our marriage. There's no criticism. It's a judge-free zone. You're letting your heart and your mind run through the pen on paper, and you're telling your wife, hey, these are the things, if you don't mind, I would like to do them with you to, hey, let's spark up something else. Look, too many times, look, let's just be 100 here, guys, because look, our marriages are failing right now because we can't keep the bed lit. We cannot keep the bed lit enough to where, hey, we have to go out there and be some strays. Let me tell you, I believe I made the post saying that the reason why men are called dogs is because dogs actually roam the neighborhood doing this and that and the other with the neighborhood dogs. That's why us men are called dogs. We don't want our marriage bed to get so lame that it paralyzes the connection that God has actually blessed us. Remember, we have stressed out saying the only bed that is blessed by God is the marriage bed. And so, guys, I'm encouraging you guys tonight, like I've been the last 3 weeks. Put it down on paper. Text it to her. Email it to her. Do a video expressing your love for her and how you want to explore her. Because at the end of the day, the Word of God says that we are to enjoy our wives as breasts on a dough. That is biblical. That is in the Bible. And I don't know about you, brother, but look, somehow or another, that is it helps me. It helps me that I can do and say whatever I feel, as long as it's in the arena of love, guys. We don't want to hurt our sweet mamas, man. We love, out of pure love, guys. Let that letter ride out. Look, if you had never ever gotten a love letter, don't flip out, brothers. Men, don't flip out if your wife gives you a letter saying how whatever. I don't even want to go into depth with this, but look, don't flip out if they give you a dirty letter saying, hey, you might have to read that joker 5 times to actually get what she wants or means, or is trying to come across and tell you how to throw gas on the fire to keep the flame alive, as we're explaining here in this love month. Improve. Put emphasis on your love, your admiration, and your value. It's important. Don't be scared to say it.
Don't be scared to say it. Don't be scared to write it.
Here we're going on to the next slide.
All right.
Where's that? Oh, here we go.
So, of course, love letters strengthen your relationship because people respond to affirmation. I can't get across the affirmation enough. What better way to do that, to do it on paper? Affirmation, guys. We all respond to that affirmation.
Yes.
Whether it's positive affirmation or negative affirmation,
yeah.
It's whatever you're going to dish out. But in this case, we hope you're dishing nothing but positive affirmation.
Yes.
But if you want to strengthen any kind of relationship, it has to start with that affirmation.
Yes.
You know, especially when you're writing a love letter, I feel like you can put so much affirmation on what you feel about your spouse and how you feel in your marriage.
Yeah.
That, hey, that's what right there can improve a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just pouring out that affirmation and letting them know that, hey, like I said earlier, I'm always here for you. I always have your back. I'm still your ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter what, we got each other.
Yeah.
We love each other.
Yeah, check it out. Just to elaborate on it a little bit more, because I had problem with affirmation too, affirming. Like, what in the world is this? Just a simple analogy. There's a gym. We go to the gym. We work out. What we're doing every day going to the gym, we're affirming that what we are doing is going to help us put the guns on our arms. So, in other words, telling her sweet things is affirming her that, hey, the love that I have for you is true. It's not fake. It's not fuddy-duddy. It's not faking the funk. It's none of that stuff.
You're creating,
solid, man.
And you're creating 100. Security there too.
Yes.
You know, you're keeping that safe and secure feeling. And us wives, we need to know that we're going to be secure in the relationship and that we're going to be safe, you know.
Yes.
And so with the affirmation, it does go a long way.
It does.
Especially if you struggle, if you're someone that has a lot of insecurities.
Yes.
You know, you kind of always need
I think all women have insecurities.
You always need somebody to give you those positive affirmations, which is why I said it in part 3, why it was so important to start writing love letters to yourself.
Yes.
Because if you can't, you know, affirm yourself, you're not going to believe it when somebody gives you that affirmation. Because you can't believe it for yourself when you tell your own self that. What makes you think you're going to believe it when someone else tells you
Come
that?
on, man.
You might believe it for 5 minutes, but then you're going to go look in the mirror again and whatever was wrong with you and be like, why? Because you don't believe it.
Right.
So if you have a problem, start writing it to yourself.
Yes.
Write them love letters to yourself.
Stop navel gazing. What's navel gazing? Is your navel down here, huh? You lumlegal? You always navel gazing. Come on, man. Bump that. Get that pen, get that paper.
Yep.
Start writing how much you love yourself. Look, trick your mind, because your mind done tricked you that you are fake to yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're hating on yourself. Don't do that. Write it down. Make it plain. Love yourself. If you don't know how to do it, go over this 4-part series. We showed you how to write the love letter. We did it step by step. Check it out. But look, in order to write that love letter to your spouse, you want to get it right and tight, write them to yourself first. Read them to yourself. If they make you cry, make you a little mushy and a little squishy on the inside, bam, try it. Give it just a little something, man. It ain't got to be 4 or 5 paragraphs.
That was my next thing. Like, it does not have to be fancy at all. Something small, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. You know, just make it from your heart.
And
that person's going to know it came from the heart.
Yes.
And love letters are always a great gift.
Yeah.
But what if you're down and out and you can't afford something, you know, for a birthday or a Valentine's Day? Maybe you can't even prick yourself. Maybe you can't even go buy a card. But you know what you do have? I'm sure you have a pen and paper somewhere, or a pencil, or a crayon. Something. Something.
Yeah, for real, man. Don't make it too hard.
It goes a long way. Don't make it too hard, man.
Try it. Don't never knock it till you try it. It's the old saying. Don't never knock it till you try it. Try it. Try it more than 10 times. Try it more than 25 times. They say once you do something 21 times, it becomes a routine. We hadn't stopped. We hadn't stopped since day one. We got love letters that she's put up in a box somewhere in 2 or 3 spirals. Like, man, those things, like we said in the other podcast, that the other shows, that our kids, one day after we're gone, they're gonna find those letters and they're gonna see how much really
right
we loved each other, how much love we had for each other, how we fought to have what we have right now. Come hell or high water, man. We did it.
Yes.
We did it.
Yes.
And then to finish off.
Yes. We thank you guys for tuning in with Many Mondays in this wonderful month of love.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed this series of love letters, and we also hope you gained something valuable.
Yes.
Yes, I really, really enjoyed this month doing love letters. This is our second year of doing something for the month of February.
Yes.
Last year we did it over the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
But that was going off of somebody else's information, which is fine because we do. You know, we research books and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was. But I just feel like this is something truly valuable that we were able to put together, that we put together through our hearts, you know, and we're able to share it with you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just feel like it's very valuable information, and I hope that you guys take something away from it, even if it's just one thing, even if it's just one.
Yeah.
I really hope and pray that it touched you guys the way it has touched us, because it has touched us.
Yes, it does.
Like we said, we have a goal to get a journal and start writing our love letters in that journal, so that way that's something, like we said, it can be passed down, and just we can go back, we can read it and just relight those fires and say, man, I need a positive affirmation today. Let me go read that letter babe wrote me a year ago, you know, or 2 weeks ago. So yes, go get a journal or something, just start writing love letters, period.
That's it. Write them to yourself. Show your kids how to write love letters. Start teaching them now.
Even to them, like, you might not have to do it for somebody else. Do it for themselves. Love letters to themselves. And maybe they can write letters to their friends, their best friends, telling them how much their friends are, how you want to say it, are positive affirmations in their lives, or how much they appreciate their friends. So that way their friends you never know what their friends are going through. So I think that is a good thing. Get your kids involved, so that way they know how to make somebody else feel good.
And
in the world of bullying right now,
if only we can bring this material to the movie stars, Rhianah and Chris Brown, you know, what would have happened if they would have put the love letter in? What would have happened to Tom Brady and Giselle? What if they would have implemented some love letters and keep the love strong and apologizing and connecting, and you know, all of these things that we taught over the last 4 weeks. Well, what about the Beyounce and Jay-Z? You know, there was a lot of apologizing on Jay-Z's part. I'm sure he got on his knees and apologized. If he didn't, he was dumb. He had to have, because she's still with him. She's still with him. So what would have happened if they would have implemented the love letters? Maybe they do write the love letters.
Right. They're artists. You think
they're
about
artists.
it.
They always write it down. Yeah.
To me, their music is like a love letter.
Right.
You know, sometimes, I mean, not all music, but you know, they really put their true feelings out there. Yeah. The writers, you know, so it's, you think about it.
Yes.
Those love songs are really somebody's true feelings. So it's like a love letter.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man, thank you for tuning in tonight, man. We hope that something was said on these last 4 weeks that would help you, encourage you, to help you improve not only yourself, but your marriage. Improve how to write love letters, how to put your feelings out there on paper that really means something, because you took the time and write it out. Check it out, man. The whole 4-part series. Check it out. Just check it out. Just here. And hopefully something will switch. We're praying that something switches in y'all's marriage.
Yes.
Yes. I know we've been saying this, that we've been wanting to get off certain social media platforms. We're going to keep, you know, the Facebook, probably making it happen is probably going to disappear. I've been saying this, but I'm thinking like here in the near future, making it happen ministries, Facebook page is going to disappear. We're just doing too much. The Lord said we're just doing too much. We're scattered brain. We're everywhere. And so, but we're going to keep the YouTube, and we're going to keep, of course, my Facebook page, and we're going to stream to those. And then we're just going to carry on, man. We're going to see what God has for us this year, 2023. Because look, we did something this month we've never done in 25 years. And I know this year, 2023, is for me, Remy G, and Tiffany. Come on now. It's also for y'all too. In the name of Jesus, man. God bless y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Tune in to next week for another episode of Marriage Mondays.